Welcome back to another Tera Plays Tera video. Alright, the day is finally approaching. Season 1 is coming to an end very soon. Actually, on April 9th. And as far as that goes, we have, well, this good old season shop here. Now, a lot of people have been asking me in the comment section, hey, how do I get these tokens? How do I earn these rewards? You know, I like these rewards. I want these rewards. I don't blame you. I want these. I want these rewards. Like, there are so many good rewards in here. Well, as you can see right now, these tokens, there are 40 for this guy, and I have 59. So I'm actually going to spend that real quick just to try and drop my tokens, because whatever tokens you have left, if you don't spend them, you do not get to use them. They do not carry over from season to season. Now, to get these tokens, you would have had to have the growth gear, which was the pre-season to season 1. And with that, you will have to dismantle your season 1 gear. Of course, I can't do it right now because it's not April 9th. Once April 9th sets in and the update is over, you will be able to dismantle all of the season gear to get rewards. Do you know, if you have runes on any of your gear, take it out before dismantling it, because the runes will go bye-bye with it. You will lose your etchings, of course, so, you know, anyone who spent, I don't know how much time trying to get top tier etchings on their gear, yeah, that all goes away. So, but you will be able to buy these rewards. Everything is staying in the shop at its current price. So if you want to go over and you want to see what things cost, well, none of these prices are changing and it will be refreshed completely. But let's kind of go over more detail. And I know a lot of people said they don't want to see, you know, just the website. I understand that, but for this it will be a lot easier, and we'll kind of jump back and forth between, you know, the website and game. And I will link this website. It's just the news section and kind of how season gear will work. So April 9th, you could dismantle it. You know, it has all of its effects stripped from it, and you can't even use the gear past April 9th, so your only thing is to dismantle it. Basically, this is the section we want to focus on the most. At level 30 for your weapon, you get 2,000 coins, armors 19,000, gloves and boots each give 1,700. So if you were to get all of your gear just to level 30, we'll do a quick calculation. You get 2,000 plus 1,900 plus 1,700 plus 1,700. That would get you 7,300. That nets you enough to get close to all of your Kaia's, you know, armor and stuff. Or you can get your Kaia's belt, brooch, circlet. And this, by the way, yes, this is the list of all the rewards. And as you can see, as you get the gear higher to 30 and 40, obviously you get more and more tokens. Each level from 30 to 40 is more token generation. Don't think you have to get 30 to 35 to get this, you know. It basically is stating once you get to 35, you get this token. You know, in between, they just didn't chart it out. I understand. It's a lot to chart out for each piece of gear. Equipment 1 is all of that Kaia's gear. These guys are new and added. Kaia's Fury Brooch and Circlet was not in last season, and they are account bound. So once you buy 2 of them, you cannot buy them anymore. Tablet 2, rare etching exchange coin. This is something that is new as well. It is account bound and it is limited to 20. Not too sure what etchings will be under there. I'll probably buy one on an alt character and go from there, and I'll post more about it as it happens. Yeah, and you could buy all the materials to upgrade. Table 3 is when we start getting a major change. Again, we'll switch back to the console because I think tablet and table 3 is a lot easier to see this way. All of these rewards are good. All of them are the same price. The only different reward from here that you would honestly might want to consider is if you don't have your pet at a level that you want. The Transcendence training book exchange coin is really, really useful from what it sounds. And it is character limited. It is not account limited, and you can get 10. Under here, the training book grants you to pick the stage 3 Transcendence option you want. So since that's an exchange coin, I believe the way that's going to work is you buy that, Transcendence training book exchange coin, and you exchange it for the Transcendence skill you want. Meaning, if you want your pet to automatically have Iron Mace 3, you buy the Iron Mace 3 book, you apply that to your pet, it will give that pet Iron Mace 3. However, the bottom 3 rolls will still be randomized. They are not preserved. Meaning, again, let's go over to console. We're going to go over to the pets. Meaning if I was to reroll something like my Maltese that's giving me, what is that? 27 damage plus 4 attack speed. I'm going to, yes, get Iron Mace 3. But I'm going to lose those 4 really decent bottom rolls. Of course, I would want more damage. But attack speed 4, I don't have to get as much attack speed on my runes or whatever. So, but now something like Bam Bam, that doesn't have the same amount of damage. That's only 18. That's really not that great bottom rolls, but still has Iron Mace 3. That might be a pet I want to buy that and use it on. Or something like Chef that, yes, his damage is 23, power 40 is pretty good, but suppression 2 is really bad in a way. And that damage doesn't calculate to what my Maltese has. I could technically use Chef as my next pet and try to just get enough of those Iron Mace 3 rerolls and spam and make sure that I have Iron Mace 3 until I get something like 45% damage. So again, kind of things to think about with the season change. And obviously appearance is having a ton of extra goodies added. Again, nothing that I personally would care for, but some people might care for these things. And then we do have additions to the miscellaneous chart. As yes, you could get these good potions, but then there's the additional potions that are account bound. You can only get 4 per account. The infinite health potion that lasts for 7 days, the infinite elixir box that lasts for 7 days, and the infinite all-purpose battle nostrum that lasts for 7 days. The way these work is, I believe, as soon as you equip them and use them once, you have 7 days of just health potion. It will not deplete, it does not go anywhere until 7 days are up, then it is just gone. And that's it, really. That's all for the season 1. If you do want to read additional changes, this is just information for the next update, as well as how the battle pass is ending earlier than they expected. And due to the end of the battle pass, it might be hard for people to get the level 50. So as long as you log in within a week before the update, you'll get 4 plus 5 level tickets, giving you a total of 20 levels to make up for if you only get to 30, you can now get to 50. So with that is the growth event. That is how all of that works. Again, just to do a quick recap, once you get to, once it hits April 9th, you can get in there, dismantle all your gear, come over and buy whatever you want. Again, you cannot buy any of this stuff that's currently here because it had to be growth gear. By now, if you haven't dismantled your growth gear from last season, do so, buy everything. The tokens will not merge. The old tokens will just be deleted and destroyed. They will not be used in the future at all. With that, that is the end of this video. If you have any comments or questions or concerns, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer them as best and quickly as I can. If you enjoy this content, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, especially as we're approaching Season 2. I plan to release as much Season 2 content as I can, as far as dungeon runs, dungeon guides, class guides, all of that good stuff up and coming very soon. With that, that is the end of the video, so I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day and or night as always. And as always, gamers, I hope I get to see you in Aboria.